The Raptors grind out a win against the Portland Trailblazers 121-118 at Scotiabank Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the first things I got to do.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen this game, if you can watch it in 30 or go watch the highlights in like 10 or 15 minutes on YouTube or something like that, you probably should. This was a good game to watch, an exciting game to watch, but it was not exciting in the first quarter. It was very worrisome, actually. So, few things we got to talk about first. Jakob Pertl back in the lineup, okay? Jacoby Walter also got the start for RJ Barrett. No surprise there. But man, this thing started off and it was just a whirlwind for the Raptors because the Portland Trailblazers were just shooting the lights out. Kamara was going absolutely crazy. This guy went 4 or 5 from 3-point range in like the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game. He was killing the Raptors. And on top of that, the Raptors had 4 turnovers in under 3 minutes in this game. You heard that correctly. 4 turnovers in under 3 minutes of the game. And so this, as you can see here, did not start off very well for the Raptors. But one note that I want to mention as well. Scottie Barnes was the Eastern Conference Defensive Player of the Month. So, you know, we gotta drop one for Scottie Barnes there as well here, folks. Now, listen, at no point when I was watching this game did I think the Raptors were in danger. That was never the case. I never thought at any point the Raptors were going to lose this game. Even though it was close, I figured down the stretch, I did think it would be a bigger win than 121-118. I will say that much. But, I mean, overall, the Raptors did what they had to do, and they got this W. And I've mentioned this to you guys many times before. I don't care how they get the win. Just make sure you get the wins and you get them early. So seeing all these 3-point shots go in for the Blazers at the beginning of the game was pretty worrisome in the beginning. And the Blazers are used to getting a bunch of shots up from beyond the arc. They shoot 45% of their field goals from beyond the arc. Okay, and the Raptors gave up 30 points in less than 8 minutes in this game. In less than 8 minutes in this game, they were 6 of 9 from 3-point range. And then on top of that, we have been talking about backup center, backup center, backup center. Well, theirs in Robert Williams just came in and was imposing his will in this game. He played 17 minutes. He had 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field, 3 rebounds, and he had 3 blocks as well. Now, I could see the Raptors. We can use a guy like him off the bench. I'm telling you that. Guy like Robert Williams, I like when he's healthy, he's effective. And we can use a guy like him off the bench. Quickley, you know what? We're going to drop one for Quickley, and I'm going to get to some individual numbers here in a second. But Quickley in this game, 35 minutes, he had 23 points, 9 of 11 from the field. 9 of 11 from the field. Circle that one. Efficient. 5 of 6 from 3-point range. Circle that. Efficient. 5 rebounds, but listen to this. Circle this one. 8 assists as well. 8 assists as well. And Matt Devlin and I spoke about that today, and I will be dropping that podcast for you tomorrow. Only 2 turnovers in this game. Immanuel Quickley kept the Raptors in this thing early. He had 12 points in the first quarter. He was 2 of 2 from 3-point range and a couple nice little soft floaters, okay? Colin Murray-Boyles, another guy that came into this game, and I thought he played well. He's been playing better over the last couple games. If you guys have been watching, Colin Murray-Boyles has been playing a lot better over these last couple games. Doesn't look as timid. Still want to see him be aggressive, but he played 16 minutes in this game, 10 points, 5 of 7 from the field. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. But he looks a bit more confident. I just think he's getting a bit more comfortable now. And that's what we want to see from him. And he had good first quarter minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and good defense. Okay? Good defense. That is the key for Colin Murray Boyles. That is the reason why the Raptors went out and got him, because of his defensive ability. Good IQ, but you can tell he still looks a little rattled at times, but defensively, he looked really good. And the Blazers had a 39-35 point lead going into the second quarter. 39-35, excuse me, 4 point lead going into that second quarter. Now, here's what was alarming if you're the Toronto Raptors. The last two first quarters for the Raptors, they gave up 80 points and 16 made threes to the Knicks and Portland. That is concerning. That is very, very concerning. But overall, the bench gave you some really good minutes here early and all throughout the game. Good defense from Jamal Shead. Also pushing the ball up the court offensively. Really, really needed that. And I'm going to give you a crazy number from Jamal Shead in just a second. But overall, with 9:42 remaining in that second Q, the Raptors bench gave you 18 points. Thanks to Shead, Gradey Dick, Agbaji, and just overall, really good help from the bench. Defensive tenacity, getting in passing lanes. They did a really good job there. And Scottie Barnes, who already dropped a bomb for, just looked really comfortable and under control. Let's go to his numbers in a second right here. Where are you, Scottie? All right, got him. 39 minutes in this game. He had 28 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 3 of 7 from three-point range. So he's shooting it well from outside. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 blocks. And we needed every single one of those statistics to win this damn game here today, ladies and gentlemen. And what I liked about Scottie is that he stayed offensively aggressive. We don't need Scottie Barnes to sit back and pass all the time. Sometimes we need him to score the basketball. We need him to put his head down and get to the rim. We like when he takes a couple dribbles from the three-point line, stops, turn around, jumper, gets to the free throw line, shoots the three when he has it. We want to see Scottie continue to be aggressive offensively. You need him to, especially when Brandon Ingram, he was still good. He looks fatigued, though, and I'm going to come back to that in a second. But you need him to be offensively aggressive, especially when you don't have RJ Barrett in the lineup. 35 minutes for Brandon Ingram in this game. 7 of 17 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists in this game. And you know what? I'm a drop one for Brandon Ingram as well. And the reason that we should have some patience with Brandon Ingram is because we have to remember he does look tired, and he did look tired in New York. He looked tired out there again tonight. But we have to remember that last season, Brandon Ingram only played 18 games, right? And so it doesn't matter how much you get in the weight room or how much you're in practice or how much you're running and getting your cardio. The ultimate game shape is playing actual games. That is the best way to get into the best game shape that you can possibly be in. You have to actually play in these games. And so he's still getting his breath under him. And so we're going to see that change, and we will monitor that over the next few months. Quickley, also, you know what? I got to give this to Quickley here. Quickley has been doing a better job defensively, and that deserves to be talked about. Staying in front of his man, active hands, getting in passing lanes. He deserves credit for that. I was dogging him a bit earlier on in the season. Well, I wouldn't necessarily use the term dogging him, but I was on him when I didn't really see him doing as well as he can do defensively. But now that I see that, we also have to give him the praise when he does that as well, right? And so we should, give Quickley his due for doing his damn thing on defense. Raptors ended up closing the half on a 7-1 run. 65-59, Raptors at the half. And remember what I was telling you about Jamal Shead? Well, listen to this. At halftime, Jamal Shead had 5 steals in this game. He had 5 steals. It was the most steals in a half off of a player off the bench since CJ Miles in 2019. That's good stuff right there. Where are we headed here, folks? Blazers were, and the thing is, the Blazers were in a 3-2 zone. They started in the first half. They brought it into the second half to see, and they were making some noise with it first because the Raptors couldn't figure out how to beat it. And when they came out into the third quarter, the Raptors shooting picked up. Okay. Now remember what I told you the score was at the half. At the half, it was 65-59. The Raptors picked up their 3-point shooting. And because they did that, they got rid of that zone. And then this is where I mentioned where I saw Ingram started to get worn down a little bit. And when I mentioned that he only played 18 games last season, Jacoby picked up his fourth foul from an offensive foul. But the Raptors, on the other hand, really looked good from an assist standpoint. They were sharing the ball, 33 assists plus 10 assists compared to the Blazers in this game. And there was a few nice sequences out there where the Raptors did a great job. All five guys touched the ball before it ends up getting a layup at the rim. Really, really good job passing the ball around if you are the Toronto Raptors. Call me the fifth quarter. I try to do this in 12 minutes. I think it's maybe only happened one time ever since I've been doing these post games. And ladies and gentlemen, it will not happen again today.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Sorry, Boosie. It's just not going to happen today again. And listen, the Raptors go into the fourth quarter up 15, 97-82. And I'm thinking, all right, maybe not steady cruising necessarily to end the game, but I thought they would be in control. And they were in control for a certain amount of time. And then the Blazers just tighten this thing up. And listen, we got to give credit to the Blazers here because they fought their ass off in this one. Before I get to the fourth quarter, let me give you some numbers from the Blazers, okay? Jeremy Grant, 19 points in this game. Kamara, 21 points in this game. He shot 6 of 10 from three-point range and 7 of 12 from the field overall. Now, Denny Avdija, I mean, my gosh. He's a dog. 37 minutes. 25 points in this game. 6 of 15 from the field. 3 of 7 from three-point range, but 10 of 15 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 14 assists. This man can play, ladies and gentlemen. He can play. That is for real. Shaden Sharp, 23 points. 9 of 18 from the field. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Also gave you 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Shaden Sharp is an absolute freak. Like just an absolute freak.
Guaranteed.
Do you see how this man jumps? It's like it doesn't even look human. It's like his legs are pogo sticks. It's ridiculous how nasty this guy is when it comes to his hops.
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
He has some nasty hops, ladies and gentlemen. Nasty hops. Now, the good thing going into the fourth quarter is that the Raptors defense really turned up over the second and third quarter in this game. 43 points in the middle 2 quarters for the Blazers after scoring 39 in the first quarter. Okay, now Barnes had a nasty left-handed slam in this game going to the basket. If you guys see the replay, you got to check that out early in the fourth quarter. And good news, and I got to drop a bomb for this young man off the bench because he has been struggling, but he showed up in a big way tonight. Okay? I'm talking about one Gradey Dick, 17 minutes in this game, 14 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, and he gave you an assist, gave you a steal as well. Shout out to Gradey, man, because Gradey is still a young player. You got to have patience with him. Okay. He's in his third season and he's trying to figure this thing out. We gotta calm down. He's in a little bit of a slump, but he's gonna find his way back. He's gonna be all right. Okay. Shout out to Gradey. Gradey is gonna be okay. And it's the first time that he was in double digits since November 23rd when they played the Brooklyn Nets, damn it. Okay. Now, a problem that I saw with Brandon Ingram in this one, when they were trying to get him going, they were trying to do it a bit too much with just one-on-one basketball. Not what I want to see all the time from Brandon Ingram. Bring the ball out, run your sets, get him off a curl screen, get him going back door, get him cutting to slash into the basket, get him some easy baskets aside from just giving him the ball and going one-on-one. Can't do it all the time. Don't want to see it all the time, especially when he's exhausted. Starts dribbling too much. And when you start dribbling too much, what are you going to see when players start over dribbling? This is what I learned from the great Coach Flack at Sheridan College. What are you going to see, Mike? He says, the first thing when somebody starts over dribbling, a turnover. A turnover. That's what you are going to see. 10-0 run from Portland. They start making shots. They're getting to the basket. And then the Raptors, they've been going on offensive droughts that we've been seeing in a few games. Haven't scored for 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Haven't scored for 4 minutes. We got to figure out a way to nip that in the bud. And when that starts to happen, pick and roll, start getting to the basket, getting to the line, shooting free throws. We got to figure out a way to limit those droughts. And then this thing got into clutch time. This was a close game down the stretch, which I thought may be okay because the Raptors have been in this position now a few times. 7-3 in clutch time games. Blazers 7-5 in clutch time games. And there was some big plays down the stretch, especially from one Jamal Shead, who took an offensive foul from Advija, I'm messing up your name. And then Tiago Splitter went to challenge it, failed. And so we get the ball. Brandon Ingram gets a flush dunk with like 1 second on the shot clock. Big block from Scottie Barnes at the end to saving it from being a one possession game. And the Raptors escape with the victory. Good win for the Toronto Raptors. As I mentioned, get it any way you can. This is the NBA. Best players, anytime you take the floor against any team, it's going to be tough. Especially with RJ Barrett out. You get these wins now while you can get them, get you some confidence. And as the season goes forward, you get some confidence with the bench. Try to limit the starters as much as you can, if you can, and get everybody involved early in the season so that they have confidence going down the stretch. At Mike Roach 7 on IG, at Mike Roach 23 on X. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share the Mike Roach podcast. And if you haven't already done so, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you get notifications every time my episode drops. Okay. 12 p.m. tomorrow, I will be releasing the episode that I did with myself and Matt Devlin earlier today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing you some content. I'm bringing out the big dogs, okay, for everybody, because I got to give you guys the content that you need. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you so much for just all the love and support that you have been showing to yours truly. I do not take it for granted. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, until the next episode, it's your boy Mike Roach, and I'm out.